Hi everybody, welcome to Stamping with Melva. I'm Melva Peters and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia, Canada. And you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. It's Thursday today and today's Mystery Challenge day. It's another snowy day here on the West Coast. Still coming down, supposed to snow through the rest of the day and into the evening. Hopefully by the middle of the night it will start to rain and some of the snow that we've accumulated will start to melt and it'll be one slushy mess in the morning. But it's better than snow. So hopefully it's not too cold, maybe warming up where you are and not too much snow. We definitely are getting tired of the snow here on the West Coast. So today I wanted to share with you a mystery challenge, and it's a color challenge, and it is Petal Pink, Real Red, and Crumb Cake. I wasn't so sure about these colors, but I have a card in mind using the Ice Cream Swirl bundle that is in the mini catalog. Hey Claudia, welcome. And so I thought I would make a card using this color combination, and I'm going to add a cherry because real red is the perfect color for a cherry. So that's where the cherry idea came from. So let me switch over to my desktop and we'll get started. All right, so this is the Ice Cream Swirl bundle. I think it's really fun. So you have these great stamps where you can stamp the cone, a donut, a strawberry, a cherry, some sentiments, of course, some confetti if you wanted to put sprinkles. Now, I guess it's not confetti, it's sprinkles that you would put on your card. A straw, or actually they're kind of waffle cookies they put into cones. And then you have these great dies, missing a couple. So you can cut out your ice cream, soft ice cream. So you've got the kind of, if you wanted to make it flavored and have some swirls in it, or just plain soft serve ice cream. And then this great cone die. Now, here it is. So this die, I showed this before, cuts out a cone that folds in half. So you can make a really cute tag, an ice cream cone tag, if you cut this whole thing out and fold it on this line that is a score line. And then you've got this die that embosses. So look at the cool imprint of an ice cream cone that you get. So I'm going to use that today. And then some, you know, some of the other ones, the strawberry, the cherry, the donut. If you wanted to make this would make a cover, you know, the paper wrap that you get on ice cream cones, or it could even be a cup. And if you wanted to make your own sprinkles and make a shaker card, you could use this die here to cut a whole bunch out. So that's the bundle. Again, it's part of the January to April mini catalog. So let me show you the colors, Real Red and Crumb Cake. So these are the colors in the color challenge. Oops, I'm trying to get a blending brush. This one will do. I need a blending brush and I forgot to grab one. So these are the colors, Real Red, Petal Pink, and Crumb Cake. So you could do lots of things with this. Great colors for Valentine's Day. All right, so my card base is going to be Petal Pink, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, and I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. And fold into the mountain or the raised line and give it a good burnish. Okay, so now I've got a piece of Real Red that I thought I would add as a layer. Now this was cut 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So it's going to have, you're going to have just a peekaboo of the card base. And then my piece of Petal Pink is cut 3 3/4 by 5. So you're going to see more of the Real Red, which I thought was kind of pretty. So that's my card base. Before we do too much, we're going to do some stamping. So I want to put a background on. So sometimes I'm going to stamp. This is the one that says yum yum. So we're just going to take and stamp this randomly in the background. You could stamp off if you wanted to, This petal pink isn't too bright, so we will just use full strength. But if you've got a really juicy ink pad, you might want to stamp off before you stamp your background. Okay, so that's going to go on like that. So we'll put that together in just a minute. Hey, Anne, welcome from Tennessee. Okay, so I went ahead and cut out my ice cream cone. And remember I said this was cut using this die that will make a great tag. So I put the embossing. The way you line these up is put this one that just embosses inside one of the ends, and you will end up with a piece that looks like this. Now I only did it half, so I'm going to just trim on that line that is the score line if you were going to use it to make a tag. So now I've got my crumb cake ice cream cone. And we're going to use a blending brush with some crumb cake ink. I want to just kind of give some dimension to my ice cream cone with this crumb cake, because they're not exactly perfect coloring when you get, especially if you get a waffle cone. Now this isn't a waffle cone, but I just added a little bit of dimension by using my blending brush. Okay, now I went ahead and cut out the ice cream. So this is soft ice cream. So the ice cream out of basic white, and then it's going to be a swirl of, I'm going to say maybe strawberry. Sometimes strawberry is a little lighter. If I had thought about it, you could use your adhesive sheets to cut this out, because there's some pretty fine little bits to glue on. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue and try not to get it all over. So then this will just go on like that. Looks good enough. Even on this cold, snowy day, ice cream is always good. All right, so I'm just going to wipe this off. This is that new glass mat studio that you can get if you sign up as a demonstrator during celebration. Cleans up so beautifully. There is I'm just using a baby wipe, but there is comes with a cleaning cloth that needs to be dampened. Of course, I don't ever have water handy, so the baby wipes work really well. And then it also comes with this glass, or it's a silicone mat that I keep it. It kind of is where I put everything to keep track of stuff as I'm doing things. And so you can do some coloring, blending if you're using some re-inkers and watercoloring. If you've got ink spots, they fit into these holes, but it's a great little thing just kind of beside my workspace that helps me keep everything in place. Now I've got an extra piece of basic white, so I want to stamp my cherry. So we're going to stamp it in tuxedo black, and then this is the light real red of my Stampin' Blend. So I'm going to color my cherry in the light, and I'll go over it, just the lines here in the dark, and then just do a little bit of blending. Okay, so there is a die that will cut out this cherry like that. And actually, if I have a crumb cake, where's my crumb cake? This is the dark crumb cake. So I'll just do the stem in dark crumb cake. So we'll cut that out. I'm just looking for this is Post-it note tape. If you've got washi tape or a Post-it note, just to kind of hold that die in place as you're cutting it. I'm going to use my mini. I think this will fit. Let's just cut this off so it fits. There we go. fits through the mini, so I don't have to bring my full-size machine over. So there's my little cherry. I'm getting ready today. So our virtual launch is on Saturday. So if you live in Canada, you're not a demonstrator unless you're one of my team members, and you don't have a regular demonstrator that you deal with, you're welcome to join my virtual launch on Facebook on Saturday. And if you're not sure how to do that, the link to my Facebook group and page is underneath this video, and you'll find the link to the virtual launch group in either of those places. So feel free to request to join if you're not a member of that group. We start at 7 in the morning Pacific on Saturday, and we go through till about 6 o'clock or so on Saturday night with all sorts of demonstrations and presentations and prizes and all sorts of things. So if you're interested in joining that, we'd love to have you. Just request to join that Facebook group. And again, find the link underneath or on my Facebook group or page. Now, the other thing I've got going, if you live local to me, I have an open house on Saturday, so you can get more information from me. So send me a message. So if you live local to me in Ladysmith, British Columbia, and are interested in coming to my open house, that's on Sunday from about 10 till 2 or 3. So come join. I'm going to do a lot of stuff with kits. So come and check out the great kits that we have if you live local. Okay, so I've got my card base. I've adhered these layers together. And now I'm going to adhere now this is, unless you kind of make it a much shorter cone, I am going to put it diagonally. So I'm going to use dimensionals. My dimensionals on. There we go. Okay. So we're going to put it, just kind of get it lined up so I can see how far. There we go. See where it needed to go. And then like that. Now, I've got my little cherry that I'm going to put on with a dimensional. I'm going to use some Wink of Stella on that in just a minute. Hopefully I don't forget. Let's do it right now. So just make the cherry a little shiny. Like that. Now you guys maybe can't see that. Can you see the shininess? Hey Connie, welcome. Kind of hard to see, but anyway, it is shiny. Now I need to stamp. I think I'm going to stamp in real red. And I'm going to stamp a sentiment that says, hope your day is sweet. And I have a piece while I'm doing some stamping here. I've got a piece of basic white, oopsie, that's got red on the back, that is cut 4 inches to 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to stamp yum yum down in that bottom corner in real red. Okay. So fussy cut. If you just wanted to cut a little rectangle out, it would work really well with this sentiment, but I always seem to fussy cut. You guys know that. There. Okay, so where's my glue? Let's do this on the inside of the card. I actually was in the grocery store. Can't remember what day it was. One of the days this week where it was snowy and cold, and there was a lady eating an ice cream cone in there. And I had to laugh because I thought, yeah, I guess ice cream is a good treat for any any day, regardless of what the temperature is outside. I just thought it was kind of funny. All right, so I grabbed these. These are the Pretty Peacock and Petal Pink, actually Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock foiled gems. And I thought they would look pretty on this card. I love anything in Petal Pink. So we're just going to use some of these Petal Pink with the little bits of gold foil on them. So these are also in the new mini catalog. If you haven't noticed them, I think they're part of, forgotten the name of it. I'm going to say Forever Love, which is a beautiful suite that looks like it would be amazing for weddings and anniversaries and other things like that. You could use it for any kind of card, any kind of occasion, even though it seems to be focused on weddings and anniversaries. There we go. So there is my ice cream card with this gorgeous. So this has the colors that I had included in the mystery challenge. So Crumb Cake, Petal Pink, and Real Red were the colors that I asked you to use and make a card or a project. It doesn't always have to be a card. I tend to make cards, but it could be a project of some other sort, a 3D project of some sort. So don't forget to share your projects in my Facebook group. I'd love to see what you're creating. And so if you're not part of my Facebook group, you can just click the link below and request to join. Every month, I send out some happy mail to people who shared their projects over the course of the month. Yes, it is kind of yummy. I think it is kind of yummy. You're right, Anne. Again, don't forget Saturday, my virtual launch from 7 in the morning to 7 in the morning till about 6 at night Pacific. So if you're not part of my Facebook group and you live in Canada and don't have a regular demo, you can request to join, or if you're already a member, come join us for part of the day, all of the day, whatever you'd like. And also, if you live local to me and are interested in the open house, no, unfortunately, Claudia, it's intended for customers. And so because we can't sell into people in the US, I'm sorry, this one isn't open to anyone else. Yeah, if you live local to me, my open house is on Sunday from 10 till 3. I know, sad face, Claudia. You gotta move to Canada and then you can join me. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a great day. Happy stamping. Bye.